Hi, and welcome to Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Nich Johansen with your top stories from this week. A bizarre incident in downtown Kelowna last weekend resulted in the arrest of a 30-year-old Alberta man and his eventual detention in a psychiatric hospital. On Sunday, the man allegedly approached a woman in City Park and took her baby from her hands. After bystanders managed to get the baby back from the man, he stripped naked and ran into the lake until he was eventually arrested. On Wednesday, Giffen Nyren, a former Kamloops Blazer hockey player, was ordered to undergo evaluation at the Forensic Psychiatric Hospital in Port Coquitlam for 2 weeks, after which he'll face charges of assault and resisting arrest. The trial for the man accused of killing Chris Osmond on Highway 33 more than 5 years ago got underway this week in Kelowna Court. During the Crown's opening statement, the jury learned Osmond was killed by a hammer strike to the head, and the Crown believes Stephen Perko swung the hammer while his friend was losing a fight to Osmond. The Crown says that Perko admitted to killing Osmond after he was arrested, almost 3 years after Osmond's death. The trial is scheduled for up to 5 weeks. A large fire completely destroyed a home in the Traders Cove area off West Side Road Wednesday night. The home, owned by a recent firefighter recruit, went up in flames just before 6 p.m., and while no one was injured in the blaze, the family's dog perished in the fire. West Side Road was closed for more than 3 hours as crews worked to put down the flames. After protests from Penticton residents about the cancellation of early morning and late night routes between Penticton and Vancouver by Air Canada, the airline announced what they call a compromise solution this week. The company has pushed back their earliest 9:40 a.m. flight to 8:15 a.m., and the latest return flight from Vancouver will be 6:35 p.m. The new schedule is a far cry from the previous 6 a.m. flight and 11 p.m. return, but Penticton Mayor John Vasilaki said he's happy with the compromise. And data released this week from Environment Canada shows April was unseasonably dry this year in the Okanagan, from the south to the north. In Kelowna, the city saw just 50% of normal precipitation, while Vernon only had 44% of the average rainfall. Penticton, meanwhile, saw 62% of its normal precipitation. That's it for this week's Week in Review. For Castanet News, I'm Nich Johansen.